And we're live. Good evening, people of the night. You're listening to the world's greatest DJ, herpetologist, level 10 Gundam builder, and your best friend. You know who that is. It's me, Julian Orbit. So tonight we're reviewing Godzilla versus King Kong 2021. The biggest movie right now with 29 million box office as of this moment. This is a super smash hit right in time for the Easter weekend. So grab your chocolate eggs by the shaft and sit back, relax, hang on, and hold tight because that's right, you, me, and everyone else are the night. Godzilla vs. King Kong, the eternal fight everybody begged Warner Brothers to make happen in the rebooted monster universe, starring Alexander Skarsgård, age 44. And no, we're not related. I'm much better looking. Sucker. Best known for True Blood and some Tarzan movie nobody watched. Or maybe you did and you liked it. I don't know. I know I didn't. And Rebecca Hall, age 38. Best known for The Prestige, 2006, and Iron Man 3. And I recognize her from something else, but can't help you. And Isa Gonzalez, age 31, best known for Bloodshot, which we have reviewed before. So make sure and go and check that out because she is smoking as an actress. And even more people, but don't take my word for it. Joining us tonight, Stairmaster, Otto the Piano, Motorcycle Hooligan, Master of Bitcoin and music producer, my friend, your friend, everyone's best friend, Mobobius. Good evening, my friend.
Good
Time for
evening.
movie review. We haven't done this in a
Movie
while.
review. We're switching it up.
Classic
Going back
style.
to the old school.
Yeah, the old ways of just putting on some picks, talking about a movie, digging deep, massive spoilers. We're gonna ruin.
Spoiler alerts, guys.
We're gonna ruin this movie if you haven't seen it completely. Or maybe you like that. I know a lot of people like having their movies wrecked, which is funny. They do. I do. Like, I'm like, yeah, just tell me everything. I don't care. Like,
Yeah,
it doesn't matter to me.
I know
whatever.
people like that.
Yeah. Well, how did it end? Luke, I am your father. Oh, wow. Okay, cool. Can't wait for that part.
Good old Simpsons. Remember that episode? Homer's like, who would have thought that Darth Vader was Luke Skywalker's father?
Can you do an actual impression? I can't.
Not of Homer. Not of Homer Simpson.
I was listening to some podcast today, and the guy did like half an hour of it. It was amazing. You know which one? The forbidden one. It's not allowed on YouTube. It's good though.
Oh, yeah, those guys.
Those guys, those town boys. Fun stuff.
Hi, I'm Michael Douglas.
Mm-hmm. I'm a gay actor, Michael Douglas. I can't do impressions.
Hello, it's Michael Douglas here. What do you need me to do?
Banana phone?
No, sell that one. It's a dog with fleas.
All right, so we got some people tuning in. Thank God we didn't tell anyone this was happening. So hey, what's up, guys? But I do always say if we don't do Friday, we will do the Saturday show. Might not be what you're expecting. I got no news really, so it's a slow week. Other than we're not going back into a lockdown, hooray! But some people are, so sorry, guys.
I don't know. I heard Ontario they're going back to full lockdown. And there's all these variants going around. I don't know. I'm hearing different.
They thought we were going to, but we're not. apparently. So you can still get a haircut, everyone. I know I need one. This is getting out of control again.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. It's like the 70s. Just like, who cares anymore?
Yeah, just beards and long hair everywhere.
Mm-hmm. So, you want to get into it or what? Let's talk about this.
Let's do it.
Let's have a chat. I was gonna bring this up here with sound effects, apparently. There we go. Doof. So even the opening logo, it gives a little bit away, a little bit of the movie away. But I like that. I thought it was really cool. Cool effect, that's for sure. Warner Brothers is known for that, so enjoyable.
It's almost like you gotta like look at that and decode. There's like Easter eggs hidden there.
Speaking of Easter, did you get anything yet? The Easter gift?
No, but Easter, congratulations to anybody who was practicing Lent. Because if you were, today is the day that you are no longer practicing Lent. And all of the vices that you gave up for the period of Lent, you are engorging yourselves in now. Enjoy your chocolate, enjoy your beer, enjoy whatever vice
Cheers.
it is.
Cheers, my friends.
Cheers to you guys.
Yeah, thanks for watching. Just gonna do a quick status check on 2 other channels here. Looking good, everybody. All right, back to the review. So, somewhere on Skull Island, as we were just saying, Brie Larson was not in this movie. Queen Brie.
Oh,
I know, I'm upset. I really wanted to see Brie Larson as a brunette again. I thought she looked amazing.
She's so brave and stunning.
Yes, she is. She's the #1 actress in the world right now. #1, all the way.
Yeah, she's such a superstar.
Yes, she is. So here's our guy.
We love
Here's
her
our
on
boy.
this show. She's our favorite. We Are the Night just loves Brie Larson.
I have a Brie Larson poster on my ceiling, so I can look at her before I go to sleep every night.
And she can inspire you to be a better woman.
Yes, I'm better. That's me. I'm out to be a better woman.
That's right.
So, speaking of a better man here, here's Kong just having a nap. I really like the CG in this. What do you think? Like, this is almost
okay. But you know what? You know what I do like though is like Kong's swagger. He's got swagger in this, and you see it right away. He's just chilling in his throne of fallen trees and foliage, and he's scratching his butt crack. He's like, like off screen. I'm maybe in the director's cut he took a dump.
Who knows, eh? Scratch that out a bit.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's changed. And then we come across this little girl here with the Kong statue, which is something to do with one of the movies. It's hard to remember.
I don't know. How many was there anything after Kong Skull Island, or was this next in the sequence?
Well, no, it would be Godzilla King of Monsters. There's also another one, but I don't know if it's related. It didn't seem like it, but it's really good. Yeah, I don't know.
I didn't even know it was a sequel.
Yeah, well, let's check that one out too.
Midway through the movie.
So this deaf little girl, she is deaf. Yeah, she can talk to Kong, or a green screen in this case, because that's exactly what that looks like. He even has. But I thought it was good. Certainly better than the effects from the movie from the 70s. That was terrible. But you did get to see some boobs in that one.
Yeah. And then, Kong's like, maybe Kong watched The Truman Show.
Yeah, I like this. It reminds me of that sequence from the movie The Signal when the guy breaks. Oh, spoilers! But or even the Hunger Games, like that net thing they have going on. It's kind of cool.
Yeah, The Signal. That's a good one.
I love that movie. I really do. It's one of my absolute favorites.
Jodie Foster.
No, that's Contact. I'm talking Signal, dude. The
Oh,
Signal.
which one is Signal?
It's newer-ish, 2015 maybe.
Oh, was that the one where they're like doing the weird writing on
Spoilers. Boop, 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 boop. I
they're
don't know.
doing the writing on the thing, and they're like octopus kind of people living in the atmosphere on the ship.
It is more like three friends are being harassed online by this hacker, and they're like all MIT students or something. So they go on a road trip to Cat to confront this guy, and then everything goes right to hell very quickly.
I haven't seen that.
What? You have to watch that. It's man, you got like 2 movies all ready to watch tomorrow. Like, what's better than that, right?
Yeah, totally. Robin Hood, King of Thieves, or no, sorry, Godzilla, King of Monsters,
and The Signal. Check it out.
The Signal, or Contact. I think I'll watch Contact too.
Lawrence Fishburne's in The Signal, by the way.
Oh, he's good.
Oh yeah, he's really good. Like the suspense that is worked up in that is just amazing. And there's even one part, if you guys haven't seen it, you want to like pause it just to see. Like you want to go back and pause on that frame, and it'll freak you out.
It's like a Sharon Stone thing.
No, absolutely not a Sharon Stone thing. It is more like a holy crap, that was there the whole time kind of a thing. You gotta see it. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because there's a reveal, right? And then if you go back and it was, I'm like, whoa. Yeah, we got a Kong containment, Monarch outpost. So Monarch is still around doing their things on Skull Island. We get this little prelude here. They have to fight. It's just the way it goes.
Spoilers.
We come across this gentleman here. He's some sort of what I thought was a hacker, right? But we'll find out more. Well, it turns out he's
he kind of is, though. I mean, this guy's pretty dope, though. I mean, like, not only is he like the armchair guy who like preaches about conspiracies and stuff, but he's out there, he's mixing it up. He's getting involved. He's stealing like documents.
He's a QAnon guy. Like, it's weird.
Yeah.
But conspiracy theory kind of thing. Yeah. I'm going to call him that. But there he is talking his way in. I just like this shot. This is some wonderful artwork here. Yeah, there's like an explosion or something, and this happens. Godzilla attacks, We know the gist of it.
And he sees that thing, and
there's my boy.
Angry.
There's my boy all the way. So are you a Kong guy or a Godzilla guy? Who are you rooting for?
I'm kind of a Mothra guy, actually.
That's cool. Yeah, I love Godzilla. I'll say it straight out. I'm biased. Like, Godzilla's number one for this guy.
Like, Mothra has the best theme song
ever. Yes.
Ever. Oh yeah. The Mothra theme song, I recommend you look that up on YouTube and just crank the volume and get ready to
find the 10-hour mix of it. So it's 10 hours nonstop.
There is a 10-hour.
Of course there is. There always is.
There's a 10-hour of everything.
Yeah. So we come across what's her name? Millie.
It took me a few seconds to recognize her.
Millie Joe Jackson, or no, what's her name? Millie Brown.
Well, she's from what's that? Whoops. What's that show?
Stranger Things.
Yeah.
She's the bald girl, little bald girl that all the 12-year-old boys have big crushes on. I can't see why-ish though. It's like, huh? She's maybe like a 4.
Yeah, I don't know. It looks like her nose is running away from her chin.
I don't know. When she's like 30, she'll probably be
Plus,
like
she's
a
like,
4.5. Let's move along. I have issues with this, but I'm just letting them out
I
early.
don't.
I do.
You know, they're going on that 80s aesthetic. And
That's over.
that's
It's the
Stranger
90s
Things.
now. It's all about 90s now. Kids are wearing loose fit jeans again. Except
Yeah, I don't know.
they're not cut quite right. They're more like a Euro fit, so they don't drag on the ground, which is
Well,
cool.
yeah, but they're fitted like that. But like back in the day, man, like we had baggy jeans. Like I had baggy jeans because like, and that was the thing. It's like all these baggy jeans that kids had, they were just like 7 sizes too big because they were hand-me-downs from your uncle, and you couldn't afford jeans of your own.
Do you want to know the origin of it for real though? It's from rave culture from the very late 80s, early 90s, and that's where that became a thing. And it's not because you should wear loose clothes to dance. It's because of the substances they were taking. Like they just ended up wearing loose clothes. The more you know. I lived through it. And then the skateboarders adopted it and took it to the level of clown. And yeah, we see what was her name again? You help me out on that one?
I don't know.
Rebecca
9.
Hall. Rebecca Hall. That's Rebecca Hall.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
What's she from? I recognized her right away.
Iron Man 3. That's all I could find. And The Prestige, which is something I love. The Prestige. Have you seen that?
The Prestige is great. I love The Prestige.
Man. I don't normally catch like Christian Bale flicks, but I really like The Prestige. I thought it was awesome.
That was, you know what? That was who was the other actor there? The Wolverine guy.
Yeah. Hugh Jackman.
Hugh Jackman and Christian Bale.
David Bowie's
David Bowie. I know, and I was like, whoa!
Like, holy crap!
When David Bowie appeared on the screen, this is like, whoa! Legend.
So here's the guy I was talking about off air, and his name's like Kyle. Do you have the Wikipedia up or?
I don't know. He's in everything though, man. He's
like the alcoholic father who has a good heart character. You know what I mean?
Bit actor. He's a bit actor he's a bit actor in like 120 movies, I swear to God.
Yeah, he is always like the divorced father who's kind of sad and he's single and he drinks too much, but he loves his kids. Like he's always that same guy.
Do you think he's happy? You know, like the real him is happy. It's like, you know, he's been an actor all his life and he gets all these bit roles. He's never made it big. He never made it big.
Always the same guy, dude. The divorced dad.
Yeah.
He loves his kids. It's like, oh my God, dude.
It's just this journeyman actor. It just never blew up. He just kind of, hey, I recognize him.
Hey, Mr. Logan, if you want to come on the show, you're welcome to. Because we're going to discuss this.
Yeah. So that's Stranger Things chick's dad.
Yeah, and they're in the last movie, I think. He's from the Godzilla series, so we got to tie this together somehow.
Oh, is he?
Yeah, he's part of the whole Godzilla thing. And here we go with this guy's awesome podcast. I actually think that logo's pretty sick because it's like, you know, it's something you'd see out there. It's cool. It's pretty authentic.
Yeah, there was. I noticed attention to detail when I was watching this.
Oh yeah, all their movies are like that. There's like Monarch, everything, branding. It's very. I really like that. I think Warner Brothers really knocks it out of the park with that stuff. So I'll give him that. So here's Alexander Skarsgård. If you ever watched True Blood, he's Eric. If you've never watched True Blood, then you're not a 35 to 45-year-old woman, and I feel sorry for you.
I don't think he's related to Bill Skarsgård, but I do know that his father is actually like a journeyman actor who's been in like a whole bunch of movies. I think he was in the original Girl with the Dragon Tattoo.
Oh, he might have been. Never looked it up.
But yeah, they're Swedish, but yeah, he's a big Scandinavian, huge like Bill. Sorry, this guy's dad. I forget his first name, but he's like one of the biggest stars in Scandinavia. He's like the Harrison Ford of that world.
Do you think he's ever in any color climax films?
Any what?
Nothing. That's a really bad joke.
Well, it flew over my head, so
Good stuff. Moving along. So yeah, he wrote this book on the Hollow Earth. So we're getting into some really strange conspiracy stuff. And there's something about this in the last movie, but I just can't quite remember it. It's been a long time. And I'm not rewatching this stuff. Some sort of spaceship thing.
no, that was the simulation there. Like they showed him the hologram of the Hollow Earth.
Oh, right. Yeah. I didn't want to do 500 shots, so
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, I just finished watching this movie, so it's all fresh in my mind. There's Rebecca Hall.
Yeah, the Kong Whisperer. Interesting stuff. She can whisper
so thin.
She can whisper to my Kong any day.
She's like, hang loose.
Everything's fine. Chill out. I don't know if I like her or hate her. She kind of irritates me and doesn't at the same time. It's weird.
She plays her role.
So we see they're taking Kong to some sort of part in the ocean, right? To get him to the Hollow Earth.
Yeah.
And here we come with Isa.
Dr. Boobs.
Isa Gonzalez. She was in that other movie, Bloodshot, that we reviewed. And we had a lot to say about her. I just can't remember what, because we were heavily sedated, just like Kong.
I had two things to say about her. Well, one thing, but it's two things.
Dude, I'll say it. She's got one hell of a booty. Like, not enough screen time for that. It's a shame. So yeah, she looks like she's dressed to go to a nightclub because that's appropriate for a excursion. And we see, actually, what do we see here? All right. Oh yeah, the little girl is helping out Kong. He's having anxiety problems. She's like, "Don't be sad. You're my dad."
How did that happen? Wait, what's that kid from?
I have no idea, but I recognize
right
him
away.
as soon as I heard the voice. I'm like, yeah, he's from New Zealand.
Yeah, but he's played the same exact character in something else.
What?
He's just that guy with like a different name, but the exact same character, like the right down to like everything. I just forget. Okay, I'll
take a look. It's in a book.
I'll be quiet for a minute while I look this up.
Take a look. It's in a book. But I didn't like this scene myself because it's like, just because you let some chick boss you around and do whatever she wants, drive your brother's van, you're not going to hook up with her, buddy. Like, just go take a look in a mirror. It ain't happening. She's a 4 and you're like a 2. Like, just give up. I'm sure he's a nice kid. You can tell he's from New Zealand. Like,
together you'll make 3s.
Yeah, you'll make beautiful 3s with Kong watching. Oh, she's from Godzilla, so Godzilla will approve. Just
oh god,
pushing hard to get this booted. Let's go. So
Julian Dennison.
That's a great name, kid.
Too many syllables.
Yeah, change that last name.
He's in Deadpool 2. That's where I recognize.
Oh, yeah, oh man, yeah.
He's that weird kid in Deadpool 2.
Yeah, Deadpool like tries to mentor him. I remember that.
Yeah, okay.
Kinda.
Makes perfect sense now.
Yeah. I don't know what's going on here. Can you tell me?
Let me go back to the screen. I was looking at IMDb.
Yeah,
Oh, they're talking about they're meeting at the bar and they're talking about all right, so now that we know each other, what are we gonna do? And they're like, we're gonna break into the evil corporation. And he's like, yeah.
What's it? Apex is the new one because there's Monarch and now there's Apex.
I don't know. Maybe Monarch is a subsidiary of Apex, or
they're like they're the OG like monster trackers. If you remember from Skull Island, like
yeah, they're like the what was the company from Alien, and like
the Wayland Corporation.
Yeah, Wayland. They're like the Wayland of this universe.
Mm-hmm. Yet, what's his face? The first one from Roseanne and The Big Lebowski. Dan? His name isn't John Goodman. Okay, so she has very British teeth. I find her attractive and repulsive. I don't know.
She's attractive in a repulsive way.
Mm-hmm. And there's no nudes, but she is in a movie where she dances. She weighed a little bit more in her underwear.
I think she was in Haunting of Hill House.
Really?
Yeah, I believe so.
I like that movie. So, like, what?
The series.
The series? I thought there's a
that's a series.
Whatever. So, Godzilla shows up and they're in the ocean. Kong. Oh, that should have been the thumbnail. Damn.
Kong's like, come at me, bro.
Yeah, bring it on. Do you think they had a guy in a costume for that as well? And then they CG over it, or
I don't know, maybe.
Yeah, some pretty. I like it.
It would be in the credits if it was.
Dude, I looked for an end credit scene. There wasn't one. It's like, oh no,
yeah.
is this the end of it?
After watching it, I did the same thing, and I'm like, what?
So the other ones had an end credit. I'm like, what's going on here? So yeah,
well, there was a little thing at the very end.
Really?
I'm not going to spoil it, but once we get to the end, like in the sequence where we're talking about stuff, I'll kind of cover it because I did spot something, and I'm not sure if it's like an Easter egg or if it's like something like a little hint.
Mm-hmm.
Who knows? It could be a hint or an Easter egg. Maybe it's Mothra.
I hope so. I
hope it's Mothra because I'm totally a Mothra.
You have to watch. You have to watch King of Monsters. Mothra's in that. It's beautiful.
What? No way.
Yeah, Ghidorah. The three-headed dragon's in that too.
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah, it's good.
I watched all the old, like the old crappy Godzilla, Kong, like when I was a kid. That was my jam. I watched all of those.
Well, on a Saturday afternoon, like when the cartoons were over, you could watch the Prairie Farm Report. Oh, Kill Me Now. Or the news. Oh yeah, lots of fun. Especially if you didn't have cable. So there's like 4 channels, right? You got Prairie Farm Report, the news, and then the one channel just had like old Godzilla movies. I'm like, oh, okay, I'll just watch this.
Loved it. Was that Channel 9?
I think so. Yeah, I think so. Because everything else would be terrible. Like, I don't want to watch this. You go to the ones.
It's like, you go to the news and it's like, this sports team lost. This other sports team won. This politician's a douchebag. And this one's great. And that's the news for today. Okay.
What was that other show that would be on too? The World at War. Oh my God.
Oh, hey, that was isn't that History Channel?
I don't know. It was on public access though, and it's like you just had a fun day of watching cartoons and wrestling, and then it's like, turn this off, please. My God, someone fix the bunny ears. I don't want to watch this. It sucks. It's like in 1939, the Germans rolled in. Like, oh my god, it's all in black and white. Like, no, no, no. It's like, no, it's anything but that.
Yeah, but back then, people who were still alive were interested in it.
Yeah,
And
well, when you're
I do think it's important to remember stuff like that.
yeah, when you're 8 years old, you don't care. I want more cartoons, and then you go to that other channel, Godzilla Beyond is perfect. Now I'm gonna have my 10th bowl of cereal. And watch this stupid movie with a guy in a rubber suit because it is better than everything else I was offered at the time if you didn't have cable. So I love Godzilla. He lives in my heart forever. He saved every Saturday. King Kong will be there once in a while. Let's move on. Yeah, look at that. The epic just boom belts him.
Oh yeah. And again, they did a really good job of like these characters like Kong. Every time they hit each other, you like one of them would like yelp in pain, and you could hear the pain that they were inflicting on each other. I was impressed by that. There's a lot of attention to detail. I think I said that before, but there's very thorough.
It was good. I like the fight sequences. I like the fact that they're completely destroying all these like ships doing it.
Oh yeah, the collateral damage is awesome.
Oh my god, I can't even imagine how many people died if this was real. I just thought this was funny because Kong does like the typical action movie, like jump away from the explosion thing. Like really, like that's awesome.
How much? How many?
There's zillion.
How many millions of dollars? Like if that sequence actually happened, and all those warships got destroyed, how many millions of dollars do you think just like went up in flames in that sequence?
Easily $1 billion right there.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Wiped out. All the people that would have died. Oh my god.
Yeah, and it's funny because like I'm thinking and I'm watching and it's like, well, why don't they just like try and destroy them? It's like, man, they can't. Throw everything they have at them and they just shrug it off.
You got to watch the King of Monsters movie. It explains a lot of this stuff too. See, for me, Godzilla's the hero, but this movie, I'm starting to like Kong a lot. The last one, he's just mindless, sorta. Just minding his own business.
Really pissed off that people are
Monarch. They're invading
they're in his yard.
island.
They're in his backyard, and he doesn't want them there.
Yeah,
simple as that. Get out of my yard. Get off my lawn. That's basically Kong. The whole movie is just Kong emphatically saying, "Get off my lawn. You're on my lawn.
These are my people. You're bothering me. I'm here to eat squids and like chill out, and you're wrecking everything." And he is like he's younger in that too, right? Like he's supposed to be like a pretty young Kong. So there's Godzilla looking swaggerish as well. And now we get this grown man taking two underage kids to his lair for they're gonna play Twister. It's gonna be fun. Apparently, elevators
she's like, I'm getting on this elevator. I'm getting out of here. Sorry, guys. I gotta go.
Everything in this like military-ish
elevator.
Like everything has LED strips. LED strips everywhere. Just LED everything. Strips. He's like, "Hey kids, hit stop. I want to show you."
New Zealand guys like, "What's up with the LED strips everywhere?" That's the look on his face. He's like, "Why does everything have these LED strips?"
Yeah, I'm Bobby Joe Jackson or whatever.
She looks uncomfortable.
I'd be uncomfortable too, man. With those two in that elevator, it might be a weight restriction. Everything has LED strips. Look at this. It's like the set of Tron.
It looks like Cyberpunk 2077.
Is Keanu Reeves going to pop out any second?
Yeah. Johnny Silverhand.
Oh, bro.
Whoa.
So yeah, they they get trapped in the thing, la la la. Into the weird anus tube they go. And we come across Kong. And this is where I'm just like it starts falling apart for me at this point, by the way.
A little.
A little. Because their story seems so insignificant compared to the other three people's story. Right? Like the whole story of Kong seems to be taking more precedent. We're not getting a lot of Godzilla here, even though this is a Godzilla titled movie. Like this is more about Kong.
Yeah, it's Godzilla versus Kong. But I think that Kong versus Godzilla was already taken. The name, the movie was already done.
Yeah, it exists. I've seen it. It's well, we're watching it in that's our background right now. Or Godzilla kicks him in the chest.
Nice drop kick.
Take that.
Such.
But I thought this was cool with all the helicopters again. It's very reminiscent of Skull Island, right? And he just put him to sleep, throw him in a net. He's tame. He's just part of the crew now. Oh yeah, this is the hangar with those anti-gravity ships. So
yeah, where did they get the tech for that? I wonder.
Apex, apparently.
Yeah, but where did Apex get the tech? Because I mean, for the time, that stuff seems way beyond what anything else.
And maybe they took it from the last movie. Not sure. I remember watching it.
Last movie, so I wouldn't know.
So, what's this now? Oh, okay, yeah, they fly into this anus. Yep, confirmed.
That's mecha anus.
Mecha, it's a mecha rectum, and
no, that's what's the Transformers bad guy?
Oh, that's a space Unicron.
Unicron, that's Unicron's butthole that they're flying through.
They're flying into Unicron, and this is the proverbial jizz shot. You gotta have one of those. And they end up in
spoilers.
Spoilers, guys. Well, I said we're gonna wreck
in this movie.
Yeah, Unicron is the secret character. He's unlockable with a level 12 Spurg achievement. And here they are in the center of the earth, which is hollow, and it's also like full of dinosaurs. It's very Jules Verne. This thing attacks,
that sequence was great.
It actually was.
Kong beating the crap out of those two things. Loved it.
It's spoiler light, I'd say, because we're not totally.
Can I swear?
If you want to, I mean, it's a movie review. We're not putting this up anywhere else.
Because like the thought that went through my mind when Kong was doing what he did, he's like, I'm gonna beat this motherfucker with the other motherfucker, and then just boom. It was great. I loved it.
We've been dumped so far down, and this I don't even care. We just got to keep doing shows, and if you build it, they will come.
Oh, don't feel bad. Don't
splat. She's hot.
Yeah, she's got a nice set of eyes.
Yeah, nice set of something, that's for sure. So a lot of the movie is him making that face. Because they're just in a box and it's green screen, and so he just sits there like, wow. The movie really doesn't even need the character, like the human characters, really. Like the story, yeah, she does that, like, I'm better than you, I'm British face. You got the little girl, she's a little sweetheart. Yeah, she made me. She made me cry twice, for real. I know. We laugh now. We try to sound like tough guys as we review the movie, but her little arc was touching. And I don't even like King Kong. Damn it!
Does she grow up to be Moana or?
Yes, It's confirmed. All right, so these guys, so it skips back to these guys' story, but their story is who cares? And gotta
And
have
there he is, the most interesting man in the world. He's like, yes.
uh,
That guy's that's like Julian from Trailer Park Boys, but he's
mhm.
like Julian, except if Julian was a genius, evil genius. Right away, as soon as they showed him, I was like, this guy is the bad guy. This guy's evil. He's no good.
Yeah, he's the evil white man
He's the evil white
drinking
man who
drinking
drinks.
whiskeys,
Yeah.
millionaire, but he's not white. Dun dun dun! You racists, you bigots! How dare you? He's Spanish.
I got some Wonder Woman 1984 vibes.
A little bit, yeah.
You
But
know,
this is
like the same kind of bad guy. He reminded me of that guy a little
who's
bit.
also Spanish, Pedro Pascal, also known as the Mandalorian. Moving along. Oh, yeah, the VR mind link. Right.
That's Lieutenant Charles Barkley
Right.
from Star Trek: The Next Generation.
It's not his name. Geordie LaForge? Charles
No,
Barkley.
Charles, Barclay.
Oh.
Yeah, you remember that episode where he like comes in
Yeah.
contact with the alien and he gets super intelligent and he's like, I can control the ship with this device. I mean, like,
What was
and then
with that actor? They pushed him in so much crap and he sucks. Like, there's that one where he's just basically making like holodecks of all the women and banging them, and then he gets caught.
yeah, like, okay, so like
That's like
here's
the
my question.
rapiest thing I've ever seen.
So like, you know, if you're on the holodeck and you're like, you know, doing like a sexy holodeck simulation
Mhm.
and you know, where
What's
does
that?
that go? Does that like, you know, is there like somebody whose job it is to like clean that up after? They're like, oh, you're on holodeck duty.
Well,
That's
wouldn't
like the
the
latrines.
wouldn't the ion, like, because they have ion showers, right? So wouldn't they just like shower with ions and get all the goo out?
Yeah, I don't know.
Well, it's something that's never answered. If you guys
Like
know, hit
time for my
subscribe.
morning vasectomy.
Like, if you're not subscribed, hit subscribe. And if you hit subscribe, you can comment and I might actually pay attention to it. But, that's up to you. We're not begging anymore. If you like it, you like it. So, yeah, he's got the mind link with Mecha Godzilla, my absolute favorite.
Dun, dun, dun.
Spoilers. It's ruined for everybody.
That's Unicron's pet lizard.
I like the old Mecha Godzilla just a little bit better, but I can't help but love this guy too. He's pretty cool. I'll give him that. It's great design. And he fights one of what are they called? The skull heads, skull smasher,
Yeah, yeah.
from
Skull
Kong.
crawlers.
Yeah, from Kong. Skull
And
Island.
that's when I realized, I was like, hey, I'm actually watching like a sequel to Kong Skull Island. As soon as I saw that guy, I was like, okay, yeah, we reviewed that movie.
Where the hell is Samuel L. Jackson and Brie Larson? Because they're our favorites, especially mine.
Brie Larson is just so stunning and brave.
She is a jewel of the Nile, just like Cleopatra. So she must be part Greek. Moving along. Yeah, he just like kills this damn thing. Die. Then apparently,
half with his laser breath.
Yeah. No, apparently,
awesome.
Kong's family were intelligent enough to carve this out. Look at the architecture there.
Yeah, it kind of looks like a little Jedi enclave or something.
Mm-hmm. And the whole place is powered by the stuff. I don't know what it is.
Magic rocks.
Magic rocks from the center of the earth. Yeah, he picks up that axe and sits down. He's just like, we was kings, man.
Sit on my throne as the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
I got emotional during this movie. I don't even know why. It got me in a few scenes. Like it's like I'm like tearing up. I don't even know why. Like, ugh, Kong.
It's the Quaaludes.
It's all the Quaaludes I take, yeah. And someone's not happy about this.
Oh yeah. Yeah, Godzilla's like, what?
Well,
He's got the axe?
if you saw the last movie, though, like Godzilla is the king of monsters. Spoilers, everybody.
Right.
So you do what he says. Yeah, he's that. This is being printed out for sure. Sick. That's a poster for me. And yeah,
Don't you think they would like turn all the lights off? They'd be like, this street and these two buildings are gonna be destroyed. So let's just like save some power.
Mm-hmm. Nope.
and the other problem I had, I mean, with the action sequences, with like the F-22s and the F-35s, there were like
let's
these
go.
multi-million-dollar jets that they were sending at Godzilla, and they're just like flying right next to him. It's like, well, geez, guys, like all these other jets that fly within like arm's reach of Godzilla get destroyed. So maybe you should stop doing that. Like, just fire your missiles.
Yeah, use your brains a little bit.
Stay at his distance. Just fly off. Don't let them. Don't go near them. And they all do it.
Mm-hmm.
They all do it, and they get destroyed.
So
down fighter pilots.
Our friend Miss Gonzalez decides to fire on Kong. There she is, looking dashing, beautiful, stunning, brave. And he's like, yeah, whatever.
Yeah. That whole part of that whole sequence, he just like casually just crushes it.
He'd be crushing it.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he's crushing it.
I like that one. I can see you.
Yeah. Pupil dilates a little bit.
That's a face to be seen right there, I think.
That's a lot of foundation.
Yeah. That's something I'd like to see. That's all. Moving along. Oh yeah. There's my boy. Looking good. Looking tight. Looking ripped, man. He's jacked up. He's angry. He's the king of monsters. Godzilla. Who's this chump? Little mad.
Yeah, but I mean, Kong's got his Jedi axe.
Mm-hmm. Well, how smart is Kong supposed to be in this? Like, it's getting to the point. Like, okay, Kong can talk. What?
Yeah. Well, he learned from Coco, the gorilla.
Yeah. Well, he knows sign language apparently, and he can talk. He's like, home. Like, what?
Yeah.
That weirded me out.
If he has like giant tigers and they're his kittens,
Yeah, just like Betslam, I love you.
Because giant, powerful gorillas love little kittens.
Dude, I don't even want to get into that because there's a dark truth behind it, and I really don't like it. Disgusting. Apparently, none of that was real either. Moving along. Yeah, he's hurt. I mean, these monster sequences, they're like the least interesting part of the movie. That's the funny part. But they are the movie. Like, I don't know.
I thought they were well done.
Oh, they're really well done, but you got to choose basically between these two bland stories or this. And this is what I'm here for. Quit dragging me out of it.
Giant monsters destroy cities while they fight.
Yeah, that's it. Like, That's a good shot. Look at him. He's a great guy. He's your friend. You kiss you goodnight. I do like that though. Kong is so big in this though. Like, when did he grow this big?
Well, he hit monkey puberty.
Yeah, giant monkey puberty. I guess. Yeah, he's got kind of sideburns in this.
Yeah, he's got the lamb chops. Yeah,
yeah. He's
strong jaw.
he's moving to Brooklyn. He's gonna get some
Yeah.
suspenders and a hat. That's another great one. Great shot for a poster.
Yeah. Roars back, and then then Godzilla's like, "Hey, respect." That was a good one.
So this thing.
So, what did they say this was? This was like the original monster, or
Yeah, I totally zoned out by now. But apparently they're using its skull or its brain or something. I don't know.
yeah, because it's like they can control Mechagodzilla from this VR interface. That's all hooked up to this thing in this monster's skull. It got a little convoluted at this point. I was like, okay, like that makes no sense at all to me. But I mean, we are watching a movie with giant monkeys and lizards fighting, so
yeah, you kind of just gotta like, who cares? Have a good time with it. That was weird. Lots of LEDs once again. More LEDs into this VR thing. Yeah.
Well, it's that 80s, 90s aesthetic they're pushing, you know?
It's cool.
Very cool.
Oh my God, we're almost done, by the way. But I do got a lot to say once we're done this part. So I like Mechagodzilla, always have. It's not number one, but for me, he's number two. I thought this was cool, and he just rips out of there. And he's being powered by the same power as Kong's axe, this magic rock earth power, which Godzilla also has, if you watch the other movie. So interesting stuff. Yeah, just look at that.
Yeah,
really, this is so cool.
Crap out of Godzilla. Like at one point, he curb stomps him. It was a beatdown, man.
It was bad.
Yeah,
I was actually upset. I'm like, no.
It was bad for Godzilla. Godzilla was getting his ass beat.
Yeah. There's Millie Bobby Brown. That's her name. There she is. Very useful to the plot. I just thought this was a really cool looking shot. Like, man. And she reaches down. She reaches out to King Kong because Godzilla gave him a smackdown like you've never seen. And there's weird divorced dad because that was necessary.
Yeah.
He's like, my wife, have you seen her?
She went out for a pack of smokes and I haven't seen her since.
She said she's just going for another tennis lesson.
From Roberto, whoever that is.
Yeah, Roberto. I think he cleans our pool.
He also does the plumbing. It's weird, but whatever.
Yeah, I gotta work.
I've got a multi-million-dollar evil corporation to run.
I thought this is wicked. That's another t-shirt right there. Wicked, bro. It really is. That's a mindset you need to get into for these type of movies. Just smoke them.
Oh yeah.
Have a fat one and just watch
it.
Eat popcorn. Yeah, just have fun, man. Get caught up in it. This
is a popcorn movie. This is a theater movie.
We needed this though. This really brought some high spirits in this time of need for everybody. Now this,
we just happen to have a defibrillator built into the ship. Yeah.
My problem with this though, I'm okay with the whole scene. It was the soundtrack. And I wanted to bring this up because they use licensed music in this movie. Why not just go full tilt with it? Put on Motley Crue, you know, like jumpstart my heart, like right there, have it kick in.
There you go.
Yeah, man. Then have Kong jump up and just like, "Roar!" and have that music playing. That would have been nuts. That's just my opinion. It could have been really
No,
cool.
I that's fact. That would have been awesome.
Yeah, man, because it's awesome already. Like I felt like the soundtrack is just a little too serious the whole time, but I mean that would have been awesome.
Maybe this movie needs like a Snyder cut.
Oh, this movie needs a cut, that's for sure. We'll get into that pretty quick. What the hell am I looking at? I don't know. They go and beat up that guy together. They're like
That's
friends.
Mecha Godzilla beating the crap out of Godzilla, and
Mm.
Kong is like, because that little girl, she's like, no man, Godzilla's cool. That other Godzilla, the silver one, he's not cool.
He's not. Yeah, Godzilla's not your enemy.
He's an asshole. You know,
Mhm.
you need to help. You need to help that guy that just almost killed you. I know it's tough. I know, like, you just got your ass beat in front of millions of people. I mean,
Everyone's watching.
half of them are dead now because of YouTube, but
Yeah,
the
it's
ones
on
that are
Snap.
left,
It's on.
their opinions matter too.
It's on Snap. It's on Twitter. It's everywhere. Everyone filmed it. Like everyone
Yeah.
knows. You ain't that tough. He's like, oh, oh,
My
but
ego.
poster right there should have been the thumbnail. Oh well. Moving along. What are we staring at? What's going on here?
I think they're mating. Mecha Godzilla and Godzilla. They're
I think
mating.
they're mating or something.
They're
Something's going on.
procreating.
We're gonna make the ultimate hybrid.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he catches it. He
Here's
catches
the
that
money shot.
thing. Yeah. He's like, I don't think so. Not today. Or maybe he wants it. I don't know. It's hard to say.
He is smiling. He's kind of like, yeah, give it to me.
Mm-hmm. All right. And yeah.
Oh
Kong
man,
lands.
so much. That was a great sequence. The axe getting charged up by Godzilla's breath.
We
Godzilla
don't want to
breathes on the
spoil
axe.
too much. We don't want to spoil too much for everybody, though. Like, you guys should still go watch this. You have to listen to the ridiculous criticism. I actually did love it. I'll say it right now, but there's some stuff that we got to talk about soon.
Yeah, Kong's got some fillings, doesn't he?
Yeah, maybe the villagers like give him dental work. Who knows?
Yeah, just pour molten steel into his teeth and he doesn't bite them.
Mm-hmm.
I doubt it.
Look, they got technology too. It's just Stone Age. Oh, there's. Imagine waking up to that. I'd have a fucking heart attack. Like, and
Not bad. Not bad. At our age, boy, we hey.
I guess. So the three of them, that's kind of like the conclusion to their thing. And oh yeah, we're right. This is it. That's the last one, dude.
Yeah. Kong's like, you want to go? Godzilla's like,
no, man.
Oh man, we're cool.
Godzilla
Kong's
wanted
like,
to go.
Yeah. Godzilla's like, okay, later, prick.
Godzilla wanted to go, and Kong's like, no, I'm good. Puts his axe down, and he's like, then he thanks him. He's like, and Kong's like,
yeah, he did thank him.
They're friends now, so that's cool. On to part 4, if it ever happens.
Well, I mean, Mecha Godzilla was beating the crap out of Godzilla.
Yeah.
Right. Then Kong came along, and Kong was like, Kong, tore it up. And I think Godzilla was like, all right, You're the king of monsters for now.
You can't beat Godzilla. He's a nuclear reactor, man. He's the best.
Well, yeah, when he like shot Kong with his breath and he just grazed him and he like burned.
Yeah, man. You can't. But I feel like they're both like still so young in the series that like we got to go further with this. But I don't like King Kong. I never have. And this movie, it won me over. Like I like him, and I like him a lot now, actually. So that is the last picture. If we just want to go into like chat mode here, whoop. Where do we begin? Where do we begin with this? Because I actually want to criticize it really hard. One,
I don't know. I enjoyed it, but I mean, I did start drinking about halfway through.
Right.
And
I don't.
Like, the first half, I was pretty critical of some of the action sequences. It's like, why would they just throw billions of dollars worth of technology at these guys, knowing that it's pointless?
Yeah.
And still they're doing it. But hey, man, Kong and Godzilla fighting in a city, and
They killed
thousands
millions of people.
Yeah. The
Destroying.
collateral damage in this movie was awesome. It was great.
Yeah, it's worse than Man of Steel. Like way worse. So I just think this didn't need to be 2 hours long.
No.
I feel they shot two different movies at the same time. And if someone wants it, just edit a cut of this, cut all of the Stranger Things girl and her friends, cut all of that out. Just get it right out of the movie. There's no point.
That was not really necessary.
Nothing happened. They did nothing. They accomplished nothing. They did nothing. There was no point in it. It was stupid.
They poured they stopped Mechagodzilla long enough for Kong to do his thing.
Yeah, I like the humor. It was funny because they're both supposed to be hackers. Neither one. The one guy's like, I know HTML. Like, they weren't hackers. I'm glad to finally see that, because all this stuff is too full of, I'm a hacker and that's boring. It doesn't make for a good movie. This is funny. At least that was there, but all of that is unnecessary. Their whole storyline does not need to be there. It should have been more focused on Alexander Skarsgård and Miss Hall and the little girl and their relationship with Kong. Change the title completely. Like I said, this is a movie about Kong. It is not a Godzilla movie.
No.
So,
and the whole the writing, I 3/4 of the way through, I was like, I thought to myself, you know what? This movie was written in like a boardroom full of asshole writers who just like want to get their say in, and they're like, wait, let's give Kong an axe. They're like, yeah. And then he puts the axe in this thing and it powers up the stuff. And it's just like all these kind of stupid ideas being thrown into the movie, and it just kind of like it complicates it a little bit. And I feel like, there's like a whole bunch of cooks kind of ruining the broth here.
Well, we've never seen Kong with any kind of like massive intelligence, especially like, I don't know what his parents are like. Okay, we don't know. We can only speculate. But I mean, they carved that. That's like, that takes technology, it takes higher level intelligence.
There's the giant hand.
There's the giant, yeah, exactly. He's got an axe. It's got powers. They got this. He has a throne room. Okay, we need another movie, maybe just to explain that alone. But
maybe there's going to be like a Planet of the Apes crossover.
That would be interesting. I would go to that.
I feel like that's what they were going into, because like I feel like there's a lot of kind of.
We're missing out on a lot of stuff there. It doesn't, like, some of that needs to be cut too, because it was stupid. But Mechagodzilla scene, awesome. Those three being there and the bad guy doing his evil plot thing. Then they made the joke about it. That was funny. I did laugh. At the same time, unnecessary. Get it out of there. It's not a Godzilla movie, and those characters are from the Godzilla franchise. Like, this is a Kong movie. It's not a Godzilla movie. So I'm gonna leave it with that for all the Godzilla fans, because that's where I was disappointed. But if they edited you could just edit all that stuff out, you'll get the exact same film. Maybe a little more powerful.
You get a better film.
Yeah. Just
hour and a half. If you cut out all the crap, you'd have an hour and a half. You'd have a perfect
90-minute action film. Yeah.
Fun popcorn movie.
Mm-hmm. But we have to have the little girl from Stranger Things, like Pam.
Yeah, we have to.
Yeah, she's got to be sassy and independent or whatever they said. Like, what? I don't need this in the film. It's garbage. It did nothing. It went nowhere. They accomplished nothing. Like, I'm sure Godzilla and King Kong would have beat that thing without their help.
Well, they did pour the liquor on the computer.
Mm-hmm.
That's what that whole thing was leading up to.
Yeah, the whole waste of time, and that grown man with a bunch of underage minors should be sitting in a jail cell, especially when the father walks up. And they're like, "Hey, this is some weird guy who does a podcast about like conspiracy theories, and he like put our lives in danger for like the past like 2 hours." Like, divorced guy should have knocked that guy's head right off, had him arrested. Like. It doesn't matter if your daughter's headstrong. Like, sorry. Oh, no, she's in charge of everyone. I don't think so. That just ruined it for me. And that's all I gotta say about it. That part of this sucks. And it was unnecessary. That was, who knows? That was the feelings officer of Warner Brothers in the board meeting, being part of the writing. No, we got to have this thing.
We need the chick from Stranger Things and that guy from Deadpool 2.
Yeah, because they're really going to tie the story together. There's no point in them being there. It just wrecks it.
They were in there for the buzz. They were in there because got so-and-so. It's got so-and-so.
Yeah, but honestly, she's not universally acclaimed. Apparently, she's like a really terrible person in real life, too, so... Like, what we want the 12-year-old boy demographic that have a crush on her. Like, okay,
yeah, well, that's what they're going for.
I don't know. Did you watch that last season of Stranger Things? I didn't really like it. It was boring.
I watched the first season. I thought it was pretty good. Second season started to trail off. Are there 3 seasons?
I don't know anymore.
Yeah, I don't know.
Don't even care.
I stopped watching halfway through season 2. I was like,
Well, yeah, they took the best character, one of my favorite actresses, and just turned her into dog shit.
Who? Which?
She's working with the cool guy at the ice cream place. She's awesome. I like her. Like,
oh yeah, okay.
I follow her Twitter and stuff. She's cool. But yeah, they I don't know. I don't care about Stranger Things. I'm too old. I lived through that crap. It was nothing like that. It's like a little bit of nostalgia, and then the rest of it's like, yeah, sure. So let's just get to it, man. Would you watch this again?
I feel like I would watch it again if I had watched like something later in the sequence of movies and I needed to catch up.
Right.
Otherwise, I probably wouldn't bother unless there was like a Snyder's cut,
Yeah.
You cut out all the crap. Here's the movie in its purest form.
Here's the
I would watch
cut.
that.
I'll make my own.
it's too long to try and watch again.
No, it's way too long. And would you recommend it to anyone though?
Yeah, I mean, I totally would. I mean, especially if they were, obviously I wouldn't need to recommend it to anyone who is into these giant monster movies because
they're
going to
watch it no matter what.
They're going to have already watched it. if somebody's like, hey man, I'm bored and it's Thursday night and I got nothing better to do, and
I'll give it that.
I'm
sure.
like, hey, did you watch Godzilla as a kid? Yeah, sure. Oh, then watch this. But like as a movie, holding its own, nah, I don't think so.
No, I'm with you. And obviously, what would you change about this movie if you're the director?
Yeah, that's obvious. I would, same as you.
All right. So would I watch it again? I'm going to. Sadly, I love Godzilla that much. Huge fan. I love that big green lizard for some reason. I don't know. He brought me a lot of joy as a kid. I It's not going to be in my number one though, like ever. Shin Godzilla is pretty high up there for that. If I'm ever going to recommend this, if you're watching the entire like series, then
yeah, for sure.
Yeah, you got to check that out. I already said what I'd change. I would cut Millie Bobby Brown, the daughter of Bobby Brown and Paula Abdul. Just cut her stuff right out. Your father's a dancing
I thought
cat.
she was Rebecca Hall's daughter.
I don't know who she is. Her dad's a dancing cat, and her mom's Paula Abdul. That's all we need to know. But get all of that out of there. The only sequence they needed with the father was at the beginning because it ties the movies together. That's it. That's all you need. You didn't need any of that. You don't need that guy looking sad like his wife just died and he's been single for 10 years and he has to deal with his teenage daughter. No, get that garbage out of the movie. It had nothing to do with this. The other story between Alexander Skarsgård and Ms. Hall was far more interesting. Where'd you go?
I'm here.
Okay. So that's where I'm going to leave that. How many stairs are you going to give this out of 200? Because we're doing stairs again. Stairs.
Well, I did really enjoy the action sequences.
Yes.
The fighting, all the crazy damage that happened to the cities. It was very much, it was a modern take on those old movies. It really was, and they did a really good job of it. Where they've kind of fell flat on the backstory. There doesn't need to be this backstory, but a lot of the later older ones did the same thing. I mean, the fame, the success kind of got to their head as well. And they started to get carried away with that. So it's kind of reminiscent of that right. Ethos. But really, that part I enjoyed the fighting. I didn't enjoy the unnecessary backstory stuff. I didn't really find anything funny. The only part where I laughed was when they were screaming because like they just went into the center of the earth and Kong's like screaming at them and they're screaming back at Kong. Kind of laughed at that, but like none of the jokes really resonated with me. Like the funny parts of it. I mean, I know it's like, since Marvel did, their whole comedy thing, and they did a good job of it. But I mean, they tried to inject comedy. I think they failed on that part. And yeah, like if there was like a recut version, I would give it, probably 160. But with all the added crap, with all the
nonsense,
I'm wading through this, I'm like wading through this for the meat and the potatoes. And, it's like, you put Skittles on a plate of meat and potatoes and you're like, here you go. And I'm like hungry. I'm not
I don't want Skittles right now. Maybe later. Yeah, that makes sense.
I don't want Skittles. I'm too old for Skittles. I don't like Skittles. Maybe the kids like that stuff, but me personally, I'll give it about 125 out of
Wow.
200 because they
Nice.
did a really good job of some stuff, but the other stuff that they failed with, it kind of spoiled the experience for me.
I think it belongs in a different movie altogether. And I actually rated this 120 stairs, so we're pretty close. All that stuff just needs to be cut out. The jokes made me laugh because that's what I was thinking while I was watching it. But looking back on it, though, it's like they're not even that funny. But it's just I had the same thoughts of whatever writer that was. Like what you went to computer camp in what 1990? That made me laugh. Oh,
Yeah,
I really wanted to
yeah.
hear his speech, and I was thinking that too. Like the bad guy in the speech, it's funny, but eh. So yeah, 120 stairs, and that's it, guys. Go check it out. There's nothing else to do for most people. So what are you gonna do? You gonna go watch another Marvel movie for the millionth time? Check this out. You won't regret it. And with that, guys, hope you all have a good night. We do love you all, and thanks for tuning in to a classic movie review on We Are the Night. Take care, everybody.